from the KTEN studios, you're watching KTEN News at 5.
A Sherman police officer arrested in Collin County today for assault. We have a press release from Sherman PD on the investigation. That's straight ahead on KTEN News at 5. Good evening, I'm Brianna Brown. Welcome to KTEN News at 5. A Sherman police officer has been placed on administrative leave after being arrested for assault Saturday. According to the Sherman Police Department, Officer Kara Peters was arrested in Collin County for assault causing bodily injury to a family member. A press release by Sherman PD says the arrest was the result of an ongoing investigation into allegations of domestic violence. Portions of Murray County picking up the pieces after Friday night's storm. According to our meteorologists, wind gusts reached up to 64 miles per hour in Sulphur. Murray County Emergency Management told KTEN the storm left around 1,800 customers without power. 2 homes were destroyed, one on Dozer Road and another on Moore Road. No fatalities have been reported. Well, Christine, you're in our weather center. Do you think we'll continue to see those strong winds throughout the weekend?
I think tomorrow winds are going to kind of back off as we go through later in the afternoon and evening. I think wind gusts tomorrow are going to be between 20 to 25 miles per hour from the north, and they're going to be bringing in some pretty cold temperatures come your Sunday. I'll show you that in a little bit, but here's a look at those max wind gusts today. 64 miles per hour in Sulphur. In Murray County, there's 75 in Healton, 33 in Ardmore. This is kind of where we had the highest wind gusts in Texoma. Now looking towards the southeast, 28 for Antlers, 43 in Hugo, 39 in Colgate. Some of us got up to 43 in Hugo, but others still not as breezy, but still pretty breezy. 26 miles per hour in Broken Bow from midnight last night. Now here's a look at where we are now. Gusting at 18 in Sulphur, 22 in Medill. Really between 10 to 20, 38 over there in Warwica. Here's a look at radar reflectivity. Seeing a lot of flooding in Arkansas this afternoon, this evening, even a few tornado warnings. Here, though, we are clear from that severe weather threat today. We are tracking some possible snow, some mix, some lighter to moderate rain showers moving in tonight. Here's a look at Idabel. We were tracking some rain showers moving through Idabel in McCurtain County earlier this afternoon. Nothing severe, though. Here's a look at the wider view of that severe weather threat. Level 3 to 4 out of 5 risk for severe weather for the far southeast. Now we're not in that at all. We're cleared. We do have freezing temperatures on the way for your Sunday and into your Monday. I'll have more details on that in the next week's forecast in a little bit. Brianna.
Nearly 24 students witnessed the fatal stabbing of one of their peers at a track meet in Frisco, Texas. J.D. Miles reports on concerns from mental health professionals.
The blacked out names on the police report of witnesses to the fatal stabbing include nearly 30 students from track teams at 5 Frisco schools. There are also a half-dozen coaches listed. While Frisco police continue to investigate what led to the violent attack on 17-year-old Austin Metcalf, mental health experts want to make sure parents of students who witnessed what happened investigate their kids for signs of trauma.
There can be, and there's a likelihood that there will be post-traumatic stress.
Veronica Seitz is a trained mental health crisis counselor who says witnesses should be getting counseling to cope with their feelings.
So that they know and see and experience that they are not in this alone. Give them space to talk if they are open to visit, but also pay attention to things if they've lost their appetite, if they're having disruptions to sleeping.
Meanwhile, the teenager charged with stabbing Metcalf has been transferred from Frisco to the Collin County Jail. The police report reveals that Carmelo Anthony told officers at the scene he was assaulted first and acted in self-defense. "I'm not alleged, I did it. He put his hands on me. I told him not to." The victim's mother released a statement today saying, "My son and I are profoundly thankful for the overwhelming support, prayers, and love we have received. Tragedies inevitably raise questions that remain unanswered. We will entrust the detectives handling the investigation to determine the circumstances surrounding Austin's passing, while our family, Hunter, and I prioritize commemorating and honoring Austin. We extend our gratitude to everyone who has supported us in numerous ways and helped sustain our family during this difficult time."
Key House conservatives have rejected the Senate budget resolution hours after the chamber passed their budget blueprint. Both chambers must agree to the same budget blueprint in order to unlock budget reconciliation. House Speaker Mike Johnson has said he plans to bring the Senate proposal to the House floor next week. Trump's global tariffs are sending shockwaves around the world. In Colombia, there are raising concerns over the coffee industry and how it will be impacted. Stefano Pozzebon reports.
Colombian coffee farmers are concerned after the White House imposed a 10% tariff on Colombian imports. Most of that include coffee. Now, here I am at the warehouse where the Colombian Coffee Federation stores its beans before they are ready to be exported to the United States. About 40% of these sacks that are just behind my back are destined for the United States. And of course, an import tariff of 10% can create havoc for the many people that depend on coffee here in Colombia. There are about 500,000 small coffee farmers that are part of the Colombian Coffee Federation. About 3 million people depend on coffee. So an increase of prices because of this tariff could spell really bad for their bottom line. And that's why many here in Colombia are sharing these concerns. Now, one thing to notice is that the United States cannot just replace imports of coffee. It's not like America can start growing coffee in Arizona or California. They will still have to purchase coffee from the traditional exporting countries, such as Colombia, which got a 10% tariff, such as Brazil, which got a 10% tariff, or Vietnam, we got a 46% tariff. Who will pay that extra bill, however, remains to be seen. And that's why there is so much concern here in the global south that those tariffs might impact the bottom line just down here. For CNN, this is Stefano Pozzebon, Bogota.
A White House official says President Trump is expected to host Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the White House on Monday. The visit comes as the U.S. has slapped 17% tariffs on Israel. However, a senior advisor says Trump is actively negotiating with Israel on a bespoke trade deal. It comes as Israel is escalating its campaign against Hamas, including the expansion of ground operations in northern Gaza Friday. Still to come, multiple states across the U.S. are under weather alerts this weekend. We'll have more on the historic flooding recorded after the break.
And we've got wind advisories out for some strong wind gusts tonight and a freeze watch. We're going to look at some temperatures in the 30s come your Monday morning. I'll have those details after this break.